You guys ready to see me fucking kill everybody on TF2? It's not gonna happen. Instead, I have my homeboy Sin here who's gonna kill everybody on TF2. He's gonna fucking murder them. Yeah, I don't got any TF2 footage. Haven't had time. I've been really busy. Busy doing things like getting tattoos for 10 hours and, you know, just shit like that. You know, the real important stuff. If only I had a face cam, you could see me winking and like giving you the butthole finger thing. So I had this idea that we do the whole video where we talk about your stories and it's really chill, and it was really fucking chill. Like, it just blew up. It was awesome. The video is doing insanely well. And there was like literally 1,500 comments of memes and stories and shit like that. And everybody seemed to be on the same page for like the first time, like in my videos on this channel. Everybody's on the same page where we had like a really good thing going. We found out a lot about each other. We just talked about shit. And we're gonna do that again today. But before we go any further, the most important thing that we need to address is in the last story video, Derek. We didn't know if he enjoyed the thing. Derek, we know that he died, but we didn't know if he enjoyed his ride on the water slide. And this joke might be poorly timed because, you know, the news. Derek loved the water slide. He says, "I honestly enjoyed it in the end. Thanks for reading my story." See that? What'd I tell you? I told you he probably enjoyed it. I don't say shit just to say it. But yeah, it's your boy, the motherfucking UNJ, coming at you with more of your guys' stories. And what we do here is I go back to the last video where I did this, and I pick out your guys' stories, and we just talk about it. I give you advice, I tell you what I would do, and we meme it up too. Like, we're not going to take this super duper seriously. So, you know, if you put down a story in there, and it's something that's serious to you, you gotta remember, I want to help, I want to give you my input about it, and I want to entertain people too. If I pick fun at it, just know that it's in good taste and that I love you. I love you like Will Smith loved his daughter in Suicide Squad. I love you like Mike loved Eleven in Stranger Things. Alright, so we're about to head into this, but before we do, I fucking hate barking dogs. Before I was so rudely interrupted, was gonna let you know that I'm gonna have a story from my life coming out here soon, maybe tomorrow even, I don't fucking know. And everybody brace yourselves. If you're the type of person to get triggered, you might as well just end it now. I also have an Overwatch video planned, and it's all gonna be really fun stuff. I have no idea how to say your goddamn name. It's Konada semicolon 3. He's telling us a story about his girlfriend, or excuse me, his ex-girlfriend. I'm gonna read you the important parts. I once had a girlfriend, let's call her Cheyenne. She was short like me, beautiful, and a nice person. I had faith in her for a long time. Often, I would buy her gifts like shoes and makeup. Yo, I've already read your entire story, and my friend, that is where you fucked up. We do not love these motherfucking hoes. Buying her shoes and makeup? What are you, her husband? What are you, her dad? I don't think you look like either of those people. I really hope that she wasn't asking you for any of that dumb shit, but if she was, dude, why? Why would you do it? As soon as she said anything involving gifts or money, you should have looked at her and you should have said, "Bitch, I am not the one." We'll talk about the rest of this later. I'm gonna finish the important parts of your story first. After dating for about 6 or 7 months, Cheyenne wasn't herself at all. She would call me and say that she needed something from the mall or a new bathing suit. And then I would ask her if she was okay and she would be like, "No, I'm fine." Yeah, bitch, you fine, but you ain't that fine. I asked my friend, let's call him Zarek, if he knew anything about her. He would say, "Of course not, bro. I wouldn't interrupt your relationship." One day, I came over to my friend's house uninvited. I noticed one thing when I got in. Cheyenne's shoes. I immediately realized what was going on in his house. He was hanging out with my girlfriend. While Zarek was in the living room, I took a picture of the shoes, which were her size and had a mark I put on the sole of the shoe just in case. That's a little fucking creepy, dude. So the next day, I walk up to Cheyenne in college and kneel down and show her the ring box that I had taken from my dad. She got excited and started jumping up and down and said, "Yes, yes." But when she opens it up, she sees a picture of a middle finger. I then said, "Fuck you, bitch. I'm breaking up with you, you cheater. Hope you and Zarek have a bad life together." I never talked to that little bitch again. Alrighty. First thing I'd like to say is that the story is a little bit memey. I'm not sure of the authenticity of this story. With this video series, here's a golden rule that we're all going to abide by, is that every story that I feature in these videos, we're just going to assume that everything that they say is true. Because if we're a little bit too cynical, then we're not going to have any of these videos. So we got to assume that this is true. We're going to go back to that thing about her asking you for gifts. Oh, trigger warning! So in the story, you didn't specify if she was always asking you to buy her shit, but you did specify that she at one point, or at a certain point in time, was asking you to buy her shit like makeup and bathing suits. Now don't get me wrong, I am not all sexist memes and gangsta shit. I love women. Women have my favorite thing ever. They've got boobs. What?
You can't say that, there's kids watching.
I don't fucking care.
You might offend somebody. If you don't watch your mouth, you're gonna earn yourself a Tumblr post.
Thanks, UNJ's whispering alter ego. I'll keep that in mind. As I was saying, women have my favorite thing ever, which is beautiful personalities or something. I was gonna say boobs. boobs and lady parts. You don't like how I'm living, then fuck you. But yeah, anyways, I love women, and I'm just as petty as anybody else is, but I'm sentient petty. So if I have the money, it doesn't hurt to show somebody that you like how much money that you have, and it doesn't hurt to show somebody that you like that you care about them by buying them something. But a lot of the time, the person that you're trying to get with, they're gonna take that shit for granted, no doubt. Which is why I wonder if from the get-go she was asking you to buy her stuff. You see, the problem is that if you do it first, then she's gonna think, he just bought me something. I didn't even have to ask. Just imagine how much stuff I could get from him if I did ask. And then you create this vicious cycle of somebody who you don't even really like all that much, asking you to buy them shit as if you're their parents, or some kind of fucking caregiver / like prostitute thing. At that point, you might as well be a fucking hooker, because you'll be paying for your kisses. She's not gonna give you those kisses. She or he is not gonna give you those kisses unless you're buying something for him. And my advice for anybody who's in a situation with a boy or a girl trying to take advantage of you and your money, you shouldn't deny somebody something, especially if you really like them, because money is something that comes and goes, and you shouldn't be so greedy with it. Because really, if you think about it, literally all money will come and go. Money exists to be spent. That doesn't take away from it being yours, though. So in the event that you're with somebody who they're asking you to buy him shit and stuff like that, don't buy them shit. Never do it. And don't you ever go out and buy them something just on a whim, especially when it hasn't even been like more than like a year yet. But what I like to do is, since I love going out to eat places, take them out to eat. It's the best gift that you can give somebody, and then plus, you're guaranteed to get something out of it. You're guaranteed to get a meal out of it and something for you, as opposed to you buying them a purse, and the only thing that you get out of it is like to fucking look at them when you catch them cheating on you. Like looking at the purse. Now we fast forward to you walking into his house unsolicited and catching them both there. Or at least seeing both of their pairs of shoes. Not really so sure why you took a picture of their shoes and why you have one of her shoes specifically tagged for some reason. Maybe you were a little bit too into her, and maybe that's the downfall of why everything happened. But you brought up the shoe thing, and you didn't really specify like what that was for. So who knows? Also, what if they were just hanging out? Did you literally see them doing something that might be construed as cheating, like kissing or touching or I don't know, whatever the hell it is couples do? I'm not in a relationship. I don't know what people do when they're in a relationship. But you said that you just walked in and you saw the shoes and then he invited you on in, and then the story kind of just cuts off. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. If I were in your position, I would have done the same thing, and I would have assumed that there was something going on. But in the back of my mind, I would have analyze the situation a little bit more before I went off. I would have tried to really understand what was going on and, just see what the fuck was up. I don't know what you saw the rest of that day, but I would have waited to do any kind of yelling or retaliation or petty shit until I figured out that I had the right to be petty. And even then, nobody has the right to be a dick. It's the type of shit that happens. What else did you expect? Did you expect to meet somebody and be with them forever? Nobody does that. And the people who try to do that, they try to be together forever, they most of the time end up unhappy. So what you did is you found out that she might have been cheating. We'll just say that she was cheating, because like I said, we don't know what you saw there. And oddly enough, you had a whole week in between you doing this prank to her. And I don't know what happened to this week. You should have said what happened to that week. Were you guys happy? Did you guys do anything in this week time span? Did you not even talk? What the fuck? Because you saw her there at the house, so what happened? But anyways, the week passes by and you decide to pull this big master prank on her where you give her a wedding ring box and it's a picture of a middle finger somehow. And then you tell her to have a nice life with that guy. And honestly, it's funny. You got her real good. You should have recorded it and you should have sent it to some kind of shitty prank channel that would give me AIDS. But now we're gonna get serious. Oh, here comes serious stepdad Justin. If you guys didn't know, I'm the stepdad of the entire motherfucking internet. I'm there for you. I'm fucking your moms, but you don't want me to be. But deep down, you respect and act like you love me. So you did this prank to her, man. I really hope that you got what you needed out of that, and maybe you got some solace. But seriously, you shouldn't have done it. You did this whole prank thing with the intention of really trying to fade somebody. If you think about it, how much did you actually fade them? If anything, you really showed them how much they were worth to you by spending all this time doing an elaborate prank to her. And don't get me wrong, I'm literally not perfect by any means. I'm just as petty as the next guy is. But the best way to get back at somebody, the best way to get back at a female specifically, is to fucking be awesome. You continue working your job, and you know what? You work even harder so that way you can earn even more money. You keep going out, you keep hanging out with people, and you stay happy. Because in the end, you should have just been having fun in the first place. And with this person who tried to hurt you and bring you down, the best way to get back at them is to fucking do great. And show them that they weren't the whole center of your entire universe. And that you don't need somebody like them to make you happy, because you can be happy all on your own. And that there's plenty of other hoes out there for you. And ladies, I'm talking to you too. If some asshole out there isn't treating you right, and he's getting with the other hoes, you don't have to take that shit. Maybe there's some asshole who's taking all your motherfucking money. Maybe you're a strong, independent woman and you're making money. I can't stress this enough though. It's impossible to not be petty, but the best thing that we can do is try to avoid it as much as possible. If something negative happens, you really got to analyze it and think about it. Don't act on it right away because you're going to act on it with all that negativity that you were just given. Now, my dude, what you did, it was funny. You got her, you pranked her, and I'm sure you're living a great life right now, and I'm sure she's also doing her thing too. But she was the one who was in the wrong, and the fact that you had to stoop down to a lower level or the same level as her to show her that she was wrong, that makes you just as wrong. Get back at somebody by doing great. Make them understand that they messed up. And make them understand that they're not the only hoochie in the world. The world is full of people, and one person can easily be replaced. There's no shortage on humans, and there probably never fucking will be. So what did we learn today? We learned that you shouldn't be a cheating male and or female slut. We also learned that we shouldn't take shit so seriously. If somebody doesn't meet your moral compass, you don't have to make a big fucking deal about it. Just understand that not everybody is going to be exactly how you want them to be and move on. You don't have to retaliate. You don't have to tell them that they were wrong. You just have to move on and find somebody who's a little bit more on point with what you want. And the last thing that we learned is we don't love these hoes. I'm Justin and you're motherfucking not. Click on any of the videos on the screen. Check them out. They're all really great. Sin would never put out something that's not great. Don't forget that we're accepting Overwatch clips now. So if you have any funny or epic Overwatch clips, go ahead and send them in to Sin's new email. Link will be in the description. And if you want to have your story read in the next video, just leave a comment down below saying what it is, and we'll talk about it. We'll have a good time with it. I'd like to thank the person who left his story. You were great, and I loved working with the story. And I'll see all of you guys in the next video.
This is UNJ's Whispering Alter Ego. I hope you guys enjoyed too. See you the fuck later.